Now this right here is some huge breaking news. A megaton, as they might say. Just a random Thursday in January. But oh, what is going on here? Bungie divorcing from Activision. Bungie splitting from Activision. Bungie kicking that worthless corpse to the side of the road and taking over ownership of the Destiny IP to the delight of the millions and millions of Destiny fans out there. And I wanted to talk about that. What is going on, guys? Randall Thor 19, the man with the million, back again with another video. Wow, this was something that I didn't see coming, that kind of took the whole gaming industry by storm. If you go on Twitter right now, it's everybody is talking about Bungie, about Destiny, about how Bungie's finally removing the cancer in their life, and they're going to be finally able to make Destiny what they always wanted, because they're removing that Activision stench. Ugh, that disgusting Activision stench that has ruined potentially one of the biggest IPs, newest IPs of this generation. How did we get here, you know? How did we get to this point? But if you go on Bungie.net, they posted a kind of article explaining what is going on, and they say, "We have enjoyed a successful 8-year run and would like to thank Activision for their partnership on Destiny. Looking ahead, we're excited to announce plans for Activision to transfer publishing rights for Destiny to Bungie. With our remarkable Destiny community, we are ready to publish on our own, while Activision will increase their focus on owned IP projects. The planned transition process is already underway in its early stages, with Bungie and Activision both committed to making sure the handoff is as seamless as possible. With Forsaken, we've learned and listened and leaned into what we believe our players want from a great Destiny experience. Rest assured there's more of that on the way. We'll continue to deliver on the existing Destiny roadmap, and we're looking forward to releasing more seasonal experiences in the coming months, as well as surprising our community with some exciting announcements about what lies beyond." Now this is exactly what everybody wanted. A Bungie in charge of their own destiny, pun intended. A Bungie free from the clutches of that evil overlord, the evil empire Activision, who's really only in it for that money. And we've heard recently, even though people at Bungie will deny it, Luke Smith has come out and said, Destiny's doing great, but Activision, they've come out and said Destiny wasn't working for them. They weren't making enough money and all that stuff. And now finally, they're gone. And they have their own problems to worry about, right? There's the whole Blizzard thing. I'm sorry, Blizzard, but you're going down with the ship now. I'm happy Bungie basically jumped off, board before the ship sank. But unfortunately, it seems like Blizzard's going to be a casualty of all this. And I couldn't be more happier for Bungie, because at one point in time, they were my favorite developer. They created my favorite franchise, Halo. I was super excited for Destiny 1. And I did play it for a lot of time. I wasn't necessarily a fan of the grind, but I enjoyed what's there. The gameplay of Destiny, the gameplay that Bungie has pioneered and has in their game, is the best in the video game industry. It's better than Call of Duty's. It's better than, Halo, the previous franchise they made. That gunplay, combined with the jumping around and all the different abilities, it's by far the best. And I was excited to continue playing Destiny, but it just seemed that maybe that game wasn't for me, right? And they had this huge core audience with Destiny 1, and when they finally shifted to Destiny 2, Activision wanted more people to play, more casual gamers. And Destiny 2, at least at launch, was aimed at that direction to get more casual players in. However, they kind of abandoned the hardcore. The hardcore were used to getting on and playing 30 hours a week of Destiny, and instead it was only like 5 hours a week. But they didn't really attract any new players, and the new players they did attract were gone right away. So the community that they had built kind of dissipated. And all Activision cared about in the end was money, microtransactions, DLC, monetization. They come out and said, we're not selling enough of this, we're not selling enough of that, we need more, we need more. And then eventually it was just like, we need to just wring every single red penny out of all the hardcore players that currently play Destiny. So to think, you know what? Sitting back and thinking about this, Bungie and Activision rather, have been butting heads since the beginning. This really shouldn't come of that much of a surprise to any of us. Now, I thought originally that what was going to happen was that Activision was going to wrest control of the IP from Bungie, and that Bungie would go off and do something else, and that Activision would just have High Moon Studios and Vicarious Visions make Destiny 3, and that was going to be the future of Destiny. A pretty bleak one, right? Kicking out the creator to the side of the curb and having a couple other studios who are nowhere near the level of Bungie continue on with the franchise would be a death sentence. But the opposite happened. Bungie took control of Destiny and kicked Activision to the side of the curb and said, get out of here. Because Activision's got their own problems they need to worry about. So now, millions and millions of Destiny fans can really get excited again. You know, a lot of Destiny fans may have been burned with how Bungie and Activision have treated them, but now with just Bungie, you can probably get really excited, plan a return to, as some people call it, Godstiny, and see what it has in store. I am incredibly excited to see what Bungie does with this game outside of the evil influences that Activision exerted upon them, right? I'm sure they're still going to have microtransactions and things of that nature, as Bungie still needs money to, operate the game. But, there were certain things that Activision kind of forced upon them. Seasonal releases, stuff when things weren't ready. And with Bungie now in full control, you can expect them to put, their best foot forward and create content for the hardcore, not just for the casuals. It's probably going to find some nice middle ground, and I do kind of wonder with that puzzle that they released with that Forge thing last couple days where nobody could figure out, who thought of that? Was that something Activision wanted? Was that something Bungie wanted? But man, what a day. Destiny free from that stench of Activision, Bungie being able to make the game for themselves that they've always wanted, for the community that they've fostered since they left Microsoft. And it is kind of strange to think, if you're thinking back all the way, when they originally left Microsoft and said, we don't want to do Halo anymore for the rest of our lives, and they get right into a relationship with who? Activision, which you can even make an argument was worse than Microsoft at the time, because clearly Microsoft right now, the Xbox leadership isn't the same as the Xbox leadership in 2009 or whenever when Bungie left. But it's now we're stuck doing Destiny. They signed that deal with the devil, but in whatever way, whatever manner, I don't know what concessions they had to make to Activision, but they got free. So all you Destiny fans, all you Bungie fans that are watching the video right now, hit that like button, because they're about to continue to make Destiny great and make a game that, for you basically, without any of the constraints that evil overlord Activision put upon them. So it's a good time to be a fan. I think the fan base will get completely re-energized, waiting to see all the new content that Bungie's going to make for the future, whether it's Destiny 3 or more expansions, finally without the influences of Activision. Kind of makes me want to get back into Destiny, but I know that loot experience of having to play every single week to do all that stuff, that's not me as a gamer. I'm more inclined to play many different types of games all the time. We got Resident Evil 2 coming up, Devil May Cry, and Division, and Anthem, and Crackdown, and Days Gone. I want to play all those games. I just don't want to play Destiny. So I know deep down that experience of Destiny, of getting on every single week to get better gear, it just doesn't jive with me. But when Destiny 3 comes out, I had always said, I'm done with Destiny after Destiny 2. I will not get fooled again. But whenever Destiny 3 does come out, I will definitely jump in and play through the campaign for that experience, to experience the best shooting, the best mechanics in a first-person shooter, and that'll be it for me, because that's all I really want from Bungie. I'm not looking for that expanded experience of playing every single day and doing the raid. That's not what I want. But I am extremely happy for everybody who does want that, who loves Destiny at its core, who love playing the game 30 hours a week, to be able to finally, see Bungie fulfill their vision and make a game for you guys without Activision looking over the shoulders is pretty awesome. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you're excited about this. Make sure you leave a comment below, hit that like button, share this out on Twitter and social media. I greatly appreciate it. If it's your first time here, hit that sub button located right below the video player. Hit that notification bell located right next to that sub button if you want to be notified every single time I release a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it, and I'll see everybody in the next video. Later, guys.